Alrighty, here we go, guys. We're coming in hot or cold. Oh yeah, I'm in Wisconsin. It's an early Wisconsin morning. It's really cold. How you guys doing? Alrighty, well, let's jump right in. So today we have a project going on, but we don't know what it's going to be. But I want to explain a technique for people that have never done this about how we can make kind of organic-like shapes and models using duplicate and repeat feature, which everybody does use, but sometimes people don't realize how powerful it actually can be because, you know, Tinkercad's not really designed for making organic shapes. Everything's real, you know, blocky, circular, everything's just made of these simple shapes, you know? So let's just dive right in, okay? Okay, we're going to make almost everything out of the spheres. So, and you've seen that in some of my other videos, if you've seen my other videos. A few videos, we have done this technique before. So we're going to be using spheres to basically, here, I'll give you a really super fast example. We're going to hit duplicate, make some kind of a change, like let's say this, and make sure don't click off of it, leave it highlighted, and you can just, now we can just keep hitting the duplicate button and it's going to repeat that. See? Isn't that awesome? Ooh, actually I like, oh, wow, actually we might even keep this. Okay, hold on a second. Let's make a slight change now. So see, while it's still highlighted, you could make a change to the last highlighted one. So let's do a little more tilt, and then I'm going to shrink it a little bit. So I'm going to hold shift and shrink it ever so slightly. Oops, ever so slightly. Oops, I got to make my movement smaller over here because that actually affects the shrinkage. See? Okay, and now when we hit duplicate, it's going to duplicate that size change also. So see, look. Wow, this is actually pretty cool. I don't even know if I told you the project idea yet, but we're going to do like some kind of alien head. And the reason we're doing that is because an alien can look like almost anything. So we could just use our creativity and use this technique to make weird shapes, and we're going to make like a cool alien head, and it's going to look, it really, we could probably make it look like people wouldn't even know it was made in Tinkercad, you know? There'll just be these subtle lines. So let's picture this as the eye socket. So let's straighten this out. See, it's gonna start curving up too much. So let's go across now. Can we do that? And now we'll hit duplicate. Okay, it's coming up a little too far still. So what we could do, we could still go back. Okay, let's try it again. So click on it, duplicate it. Okay, let's make it a little smaller, tilt it. Like I said, guys, just go hit the back button if you don't like what happens. It takes a little bit of practice to see what's going on. See, we made it connect with that. So check it out. We just made this weird, oh my gosh, was that my cell phone? I am canceled. Do not disturb, please. Okay, we got this weird, actually, it's not even weird. This is a pretty cool shape. I think we're going to keep this. I was just doing a quick demonstration of the technique. It doesn't always go the way you want until you have done it a few times, or with some trial and error, you know, because a lot of things can happen when you start doing that. Let's just do another one for another example. Like, let's say you made even a bigger drastic movement, okay? So like, let's hit the duplicate button. We're going to really do something more drastic, okay? Let's see, what should we, oh yeah, let's do something like this. Let's do this, but here, let's stretch this up. It's going to get really crazy really quickly, I think. Ready? Do 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 do. Look it! What did we just make? This is pretty cool though. Let's do it a couple more times. Cause look, I like made it. Wow, this is actually pretty cool. Whoa, whoa, whoa! How crazy is this thing? Look, it's just gonna continue. Whoa, this is too big to print, guys. You see what I'm saying? Wow, you could really do some crazy stuff. Back. That was one huge spiral. So see the movements that you make can get pretty drastic, especially if you're changing the shape of something. See, I expanded it so it was making these bigger every single time. It was like duplicating that happening, you know. And let's talk about one more problem that we could run into with this project. Delete. So there is actually a limit to how many shapes can be in Tinkercad. I mean, by shapes, I mean, in this case, they look like squares, but it says there's a 300,000 limit for triangles. So like polygons are usually made of a couple triangles. But so there is actually a shape limit in Tinkercad, and as far as the sides of the shapes like these. So, and there's another problem. If you get too many repeated shapes, it's hard to combine them. So let's see how long this takes. So let's group this. We're going to pretend this is an eye socket, okay? Let's group it. Okay, that was still okay. That only took about 10 or 20 seconds. And that might have to do with, I don't know if this, like, when I overwhelm it with shapes or like really complicated designs or try to group like hundreds of shapes at once, I don't know if that's my internet connection or the fact that this is because it's an online program, you know, it has limitations. Here's something that some people don't know. If you go over here to your shapes, you can hit search, and in the search bar here, you can type in HD or HI for high resolution, and just search that. Did you guys know there's a high resolution sphere? There's a torus here too. Look at this, HD torus. Check these shapes out real quick, guys. Watch this. See this torus? If we crank up the sides and the tube sides, look at this. Oh my goodness. I got to remember that this is here. But see, a lot of times I'm using a torus for stuff like this, where I use like a lot of them, and that wouldn't work. Like I would break the program pretty much. So isn't that really cool looking? I got to remember that's there though. There's definitely times that I need that. This also, look at this sphere. You can crank it up. Watch this. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? But see, if we were using that for this project, we would be in big trouble. It won't work for me with my setup. Okay, back to the project. Stop stalling. Okay, we made an eye socket. So let's do, like we did with the dragon head, let's just do half of the shape of the alien, like half of its face, okay? So another thing you saw me do while I was just talking, I kind of automatically was doing it. Oh, oh no. It's grouped now. I could ungroup it. I was grabbing single ones and just adjusting them. So see, now that they are, oh wow, that just looks crazy. Maybe I'll come in here and do that with some of these. I used to always just use the up arrows and stuff to move stuff, but look at this little black triangle right here. Oh, it makes your life so much easier. Look at this. We're getting this weird pattern by me grabbing like every other one. Isn't this kind of cool? Oh, I'm glad we did this. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Okay, so see, we can grab stuff and, oh, whoa. You know, since they're not grouped, you can change them. See what happens here. Cool. Yeah, we gave that a different look. Okay, what was I saying? Yeah, we're going to just do like a half of a face, and then we'll kind of duplicate it like we did with the dragon. So, I think that'll work anyway. So let's pretend this is an eye socket, because we could make this a lot smaller for the finished print, and it'll be, you'll see less of any of these angles or lines. I was just saying how we can raise it like this. Okay, guys, let's add another feature. So let's just grab one of these. We can grab this sphere and just keep going with our project here. Let's duplicate. We're going to need some kind of... What are we going to need? Some kind of nose, I guess, right? Well, an alien, it's our choice. Is this alien going to have a nose or not? At some point, I'll probably just do like a time lapse here. And because it's just going to be me dinking around and tinkering with it. Literally. Tinkercading it. And so we're happy with the end result. So let's duplicate this and shrink this. Oh, I should have left them lined up. Okay, hold on. Okay, let me raise this up. I'm gonna hold Control Alt Shift so it leaves my duplicate lined up here. I'm gonna make it a little smaller, and then hit the duplicate button. Okay, raise it. Oops. There we go. Okay, we got another shape here. Okay, I wonder if I should have a big old, some kind of a head shape that we could be putting our stuff onto. You know what's funny is, like, since it's an alien face, it doesn't have to look a certain way. This is kind of cool though. Here, can we make this like a nostril? Look. Maybe it'll look too human-y. Let's just play with it. I guess, I mean, it might look a little human-y. What if we do this? What if we duplicate this and make it bigger and put it behind it? Oh, that's kind of cool. Uh-oh, what if we hit duplicate now? I don't want to get too crazy with that same thing. I don't want to get too much of a pattern, you know? See, that's already becoming a little too much of a pattern for me. Should we keep this? I think we'll keep that second one though. And we can add, we don't have to use just the spheres. So like here, let's try to add. Let's add one of these toruses. We'll try to make it a little bit more HD. Okay, yeah, actually I do like that. I mean, I might adjust some things like this, but like this might end up being this will probably be an eye in here anyway. Yeah, so I'm going to leave that. See, we made a weird bridge line, like a, you know what? I might even pull that out more. Let me just see what it looks like if we... Okay, so you guys kind of get the point. We can just, you know, we could just build a face just with these different shapes, you know? Just by moving them and playing with them. So let's see, you know, we could make a big old cheek. Okay, what did I do to his nose? I don't even know if we want a nose, but I might even get rid of that. What if we flip it? Would that be the weirdest thing you've ever seen? Honestly, I think I think I actually like that better. I might roll with that. So, all right, guys, you know what? I'm going to just keep using shapes and spheres to kind of create some kind of a face, and let's do a time lapse, and we'll see you guys at the finish line. Alrighty. Oh my goodness. Look at it. That was pretty cool, isn't it? Yeah, this turned out really nice. Actually, I'm not even sure if I'm quite done, but I thought I'd bring you guys back. And we'll kind of talk about what I all did during the time lapse. Because if I left that all in, that would have been a little too long. But it really didn't take that long. I mean, maybe 45 minutes. Um, let's show how easy we could make another shape to add on. And I had an idea. If I was going to do this again, or if you guys do this, I would almost like to just make a bunch of shapes off to the side and just bring them in and add them on. Like, so let's do it right now. Let's kind of make a shape off to the side, and let's see if we can throw it onto the model. So let's just go ahead and do one. So we're gonna duplicate and lift it up a little bit and turn it. And I'm gonna make it oh so slightly smaller. Or bigger. Okay, let's see what it does when I... Oh, that's not enough motion. Okay, Let's try it again. So we're gonna duplicate, lift it up. We got to make a little more drastic movement here. Turn it a little bit, make it smaller. Okay, we should get a better motion out of that, right? Okay, let's do it. Okay, sure, that's fine. Okay, let's make a big long tube like this. So see, you could just kind of do a bunch of duplicating and have a bunch of shapes sitting off to the side. And whenever you think you want one, you could just come and grab one. So let me... Actually, I didn't need to group that. Let's actually just select this. And we're going to duplicate it, and I'm going to turn it into a little bit of a kind of a double. Okay? So, let's see. Tip it a little bit. So see, if you had a bunch of these weird organic-y duplicated shapes off to the side. There. See, I kind of like this. And here, let's make them gray. I switched it to gray at one point. I'm like, oh, I want the gray alien. Okay, so see, if we had a whole bunch of different cool shapes like this off to the side, whatever we want, we could come grab one to use. So like, let's see, we could go like this. Boop. Bring it over. And where should we put this? Should we have another like tentacle? Okay, let's just see. I might not keep this one on there, but let's just check it out. Okay, we're going to have to make it bigger if it's going to fit. See? Let's make it contact, otherwise it'll print weird. We're going to have to use supports on this one. Most of my models I try to make with no supports, but that would be almost... That will be impossible with this. Ooh. Oh, cool. So see, let's look at it now. See? That's a great addition. Absolutely. So look how easy that was. And then let's just duplicate it. And, oh, wow, it put it way over there. Oh, I see what it did. Delete that. It duplicated the changes that we did. Uh-oh, now I have to select it, though. Okay, we're going to have to grab some of them. Oh, man. Okay, I'm holding down shift. Give me a bit here. Okay, do we have them all? I think we do. Okay, let's duplicate it. We're almost done, guys. Don't worry. Duplicate. And let's slide it over. And let's mirror it. So he's got the little tentacle thing going on each side. There. So see, that's exactly what I meant. Like, if we had a whole bunch of shapes right from the beginning sitting off to the side, we could use them for all kinds of stuff. Oops. So I think if I do one in the future, see, we're kind of learning as we go. That's probably what I would do. So obviously, if you were trying to do a real shape, like copy, like let's say a human skull, you'd have to be way more precise about your, duplicating and modeling than just doing a fantasy figure like this. Because no matter what happens, you just kind of get creative and see what looks cool, and you just kind of roll with it. I think it turned out really awesome. He's a wacky, wacky alien. I guess I could get rid of that. I think we're done, guys. I'm going to snip the bottom off so he's got a nice flat bottom. And I'm going to check for any major flaws. I don't think there's any flaws. We are going to have to do supports because of the mouth, nose, face hole. Whatever that is. So I'm going to probably do tree supports so they'll kind of branch up and support this under here. And let's send this to the printer.
Holy cow, oh my goodness, guys. Look it. How did we do? So I popped it off and I got rid of all the supports because that took me a little while. They were hidden back in here and it was kind of crazy. Look at how great it turned out. It's big too. Look at this. No wonder it took 13 hours, even on the high-speed printer. Wow. See, you can definitely do these crazy organic shapes in Tinkercad. Is it easy to control? Not really. But can you get really cool results? Yes, of course. Oh my gosh, we almost have to paint this one. Tell you what, if the dragon head painting video does good, I'll definitely paint this one too. Because this is like the type of model that would be really cool to paint, you know? Oh my gosh, this is really cool. Look at all that detail in the noggin. So what I realized is, after the fact, I was so focused on just doing it, every single shape in here is a sphere. So that was the only shape that we used the entire time, was the sphere. I kind of didn't even realize it because I was just duplicating and, you know, manipulating them and moving them around and then just trying stuff until it looks cool. And there you go. You got yourself an end product. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching. Oh, sorry, sir. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Don't haunt my dreams, please.